Chris, this is one of the things that draws you in this week. So what did you think of the first look at Superman?
Yeah.
I think JD and I have been trying to talk about the New 52 for
I knew this was coming.
For years, and you're always like, I don't know, it's not relevant. Well, now it's relevant because that's the fucking New 52 costume. So we need an episode to talk about the New 52.
Damn you, JD.
Didn't they get rid of that Superman though? The one that wore that
what he's
costume and
wearing.
replace him with the one from
But
before.
the collar,
He's got
the high collar is a Jim Lee thing. It's a New 52 thing. Yeah, like when I saw that, I'm like, oh crap, here we go.
I dislike it. I dislike most modern. I don't like Jim Lee. Sorry, Don. I know you're an X-Men guy. I don't like all the fuss. I don't need to care. I don't care how the costume works. I don't need little. I don't need texture, and you know what I mean. I don't know. It bothers me. I don't need the Flash. I don't need the Flash to have like
that was
lightning paths drawn.
You don't like the extreme.
I don't need. I don't,
90s extreme.
I mean, those are anime costumes. Those are Power
all
Ranger
my
costumes.
favorite things are from the 90s. I mean, all my favorite comics, my favorite music, movies. I got laid in the 90s for the first time. Great decade.
Nice, right? I'm with you there, brother.
But
you know,
I don't have my hair parted in the middle anymore. I'm not wearing a Nine Inch Nails t-shirt.
You're pissing me off because
we don't need 90s fashion.
I'm older than both of you, and I didn't get laid until the 90s for the first time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was a late bloomer, so anyway.
I mean, I was watching a grunge cover band last night. If you look on my Twitter, you'll see a little bit. That's how 90s I am.
Yeah.
Flannels abound.
I love them, but I don't need the fashion, and I'm not surprised.
But it's so lazy and comfortable.
I'm not surprised the costume looks like this, because Jim Lee is still.
Yeah, he's in charge of
heading
DC.
up like DC, and that's like where that's where his like aesthetics stop.
It's so weird because we got the no trunks but no collar on Henry Cavill. Now we've got trunks and a collar on David Cornswet, and I'm like, what are they doing? They can't make up their mind.
And you have a lot of mousse in that hair. That looks impressively still.
There's a reason they released that. There's a reason they released that picture. I don't think it's going to be the only costume. We'll wait and see.
Yeah. What did you think, Don, of that picture?
I mean, I'm not a big Superman guy, so I'm not particular over his costume. I think it looks like Superman. I mean, as much as I joke about the hair, like, the collar thing, I was never a New 52 guy, so I guess that's, I don't know if that follows what Matt Reeves is doing, but like you said, it's a New 52. So I'm pretty ambiguous in my thoughts. I mean, it looks dirty. The suit looks dirty, but I guess that's saying that he's having to fight all these people, and now he's on his boot again to go back out there and deal whatever that purple thing in the sky is.
That's Solaris.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a huge DC guy, so yeah, you're gonna have to keep. So from a DC layman, I mean, don't get me wrong, Superman was huge to me because I was born in 1980. So my first memories of superheroes are Superman and the Amazing Friends and the 1960s Batman that my grandma had on VHS. So, but after that, I was just, Marvel's way cooler. I
had a friend I worked with at a gas station. It was like, and he was a comic book guy too, and he was more of a DC guy. He's like, I feel like the argument is, if you want good art, you go to DC. If you want good storytelling, you go to Marvel. And I couldn't disagree with him at that point. This might have been pre-Jim Lee. Yeah, it was like late 80s. So, all right, John, you're the DC guy.
I'll fight. I don't.
Okay, so I don't mind. I don't mind when there's a little bit of texture. Like, I kind of liked the costume that Henry Cavill wore, although it was too dark. Like, it just, you got to remember this is Superman, not Batman. All the other accoutrements are just, I'm more worried about Cornswet. I've liked a lot of people that have worn the Superman costume. You know, like Brandon Ruth, Henry Cavill was good too. I don't see.
Which movie did you like him in?
What who? Brandon Ruth?
No, Henry Cavill.
No, Henry Cavill? No, I didn't like the movie. I didn't like the movie. I just thought Henry Cavill looked like a good Superman.
I will say this. I will say this forever and ever. Go watch what was the spy movie he was in? Man from U.N.C.L.E. If you want to see him being charming, he is amazing in that movie as a charming American, and it's like, why the hell did we not get that guy in the Superman movies?
But I'm not sure about Cornswet. The moose thing is a little too much, I think. And yeah, I mean, like
putting that boot on.
Yeah, I know that. Well, look at all the wrinkles in the suit, right? And the suit looks like it's got authentic battle damage too. I wonder how much extra that cost. So
it's like buying a pre-relic guitar.
I mean, there's a lot going on here. So I don't know. There's a lot of people out there saying, "Oh, this is just showing that Superman puts on." Yeah, he's just like all normal people. He puts on his boots 1 foot at a time. You know.
I don't. Oh my god.
But it's just like, why isn't he doing it at super speed when something's attacking Metropolis?
Exactly.
I mean, nah. I mean, the costume still looks a little bit too dark, doesn't it? Even not talking about the part where it's got damage.
Before I give my comment, San said, "There's context behind the photo. People assume it's a representation of Superman in the movie. Instead, it's Gunn's trying to capture the artistic ideal of Cornswet during the new
donning the new uniform." Yeah, but
okay. So here's what I said in my reaction video.
Chris, hold that picture up again while he's talking, because you got stuck behind the chyron.
The comment, yeah.
Yes.
So I feel like they added the trunks to appeal to us old heads who grew up with Superman with the trunks.
I don't care about the trunks. It doesn't make much difference, and I'm the oldest one here.
No, you got to have the trunks, and then the collar.
You got to have the trunks.
The collar is to appeal to like the New 52 crowd and all the Jim Lee stands that were like, "Oh, I love the costume that Jim Lee created."
If Jim Lee created it, why aren't there little pockets around it?
But here's the thing: it's just a photo.
Around.
You can't judge Cornswet yet, just based on the first photo. My issue here, and this is the important thing in my mind, this is how you're first presenting the new Superman to the world. He's in a dirty costume, slipping a boot on, and the world's blowing up behind him with another DC sky beam, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, to be fair, Solaris is like a sky beam generator, but it's a living sun.
Well, people are trying to say that's Brainiac attacking the planet, and I'm like, why? Where are you getting Brainiac from? He's not even rumored to be in the movie.
No, it's not.
Yeah, if that were Brainiac, that we were right back to amorphous clouds being the villains. Like, that's not Brainiac at all.
But it's like, if you look at every past movie Superman, and the first image that was released, going back to Christopher Reeve, they're all like these heroic poses. They're in their uniform. Henry Cavill went as far as like he's smashed against the safe at the bank, and he's like ready to go. Brandon Routh is standing. Ruth or Routh? I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter.
Standing with his
Brandon Ruth took the same poses as Christopher Reeve.
Right, with the hands on the side, the classic Superman pose, all of that stuff.
Because he was approved by Christopher Reeve and his family.
Our first look at Cornswet as Superman, he's sitting down, pulling on his boots. And it's like, in a dirty uniform, I'm like, that's not heroic. That's not Superman. Like, regardless of what artistic image you're trying to get from there, it doesn't inspire confidence like this guy's going to save the world.
Yeah, Superman's just like everybody else. He pays his taxes one leg at a time. Wait,
did anybody read those? I think was it Jeff Loeb or was it Straczynski? I get those two confused. One of them wrote those Superman Earth One like graphic novels. You know what I'm talking about? Did anybody read those? They did Superman. Jeff Johns did a couple Batman ones,
Right.
Grant Morrison did some Wonder Woman ones, and then somebody, I think it's Straczynski, did some Superman Earth 1. It really gave me those vibes.
Okay.
In those Supermans, he's younger, almost like he's in his late teens, early 20s, and he's just getting to Metropolis and just figuring stuff out.
It was J. Michael Straczynski, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, and I don't know, but it really gave me that kind of like take on it.
Yeah, I'm also curious what power level Superman we're going to get in this movie. You know, and we'll get into that a little bit more in our main topic. But it's like we don't even know yet. Are we getting the Silver Age can do anything? Superman. Are we getting the even like Henry Cavill,
Grant Morrison, All-Star, moving the moon? Yeah,
exactly.
Henry Cavill never really showed too much power per se, right? Like he never really showed off like, you know, something really. It wasn't. It was like Brandon Routh.
I think he did more. I think he did more so in the Snyder cut, actually, when he was fighting Steppenwolf.
I was about to say the only time. That's another thing people don't talk about. The only time he comes off heroic fighting a villain is in the Justice League movie.
Yeah,
in Superman, he breaks the neck of
Zod.
Breaks Zod neck. In Batman v Superman, he gets killed by Doomsday, and then he finally like wins the fight fairly against Steppenwolf and Justice.
What is he, the Hulk in the MCU?
Yes, he is the Hulk of the DCEU. Yeah,
but Don, when he was fighting Steppenwolf, like there's nothing there like that presupposes that you have an idea of how powerful Steppenwolf was, right? But there was nothing really visceral for the audience to tie their heads around. Whereas Brandon Routh, when he was Superman, he lifted that huge freaking, you know, continent.
Yeah, that big island. Yeah.
That gives you an idea of holy crap. That is a Superman. So that's a Superman flex, you know. Like then you have an idea. But in all of the films with Zack Snyder, Snyder never gave you anything to gauge, you know, anything on, really.
Yeah, I guess for some reason I just really got when that axe came down and it was like, oh, I just didn't expect it. I don't know.
True, but for all we know, it could have been a balloon axe. I mean, like that's the thing. Like you didn't see, like if you had seen the axe like cleave, you know, like adamantium and a block of adamantium in two or something like that, you know, or even like a plane or anything, then you know you've got something to power scale against. But he never really gave us anything like that. You know?
That's true.
So
can't deny it.
Yeah, but again, I just think it's weird that they like he looks tired and sad too in the picture. Like, why? Like,
because
he looks like his wife's bitching at him as he's getting ready for work.
Yes,
he looks like.
Yes. It's like,
woman, where is my super suit?
I had so much confidence in Gunn because I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the Suicide Squad.
It's a single image.
I know it's a single image, but it's like you decided this is the first image of Superman I want to release. You know, that's the thing. Like, if you gave me the heroic pose first, then showed this picture to be like, here's an idea for the feel of the movie, then like, okay. But
yeah.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.